Hey, this is Willie Crawford, and I have told you numerous times about a barter exchange club that I'm a member of, or a barter trade club, and it's basically 25,000 businesses across the U.S. and Canada that instead of us trading with each other directly when we need goods and services, we we charge barter dollars for our goods and services, and the barter dollars are deposited to our account within the barter exchange, and then we can look at goods and services offered by any of the other 25,000 members across the U.S. and Canada again. And when we see something that we want, we take the barter dollars that have accrued in our account and we spend them on that. And I buy everything from hotel rooms. When I'm traveling, I can get a limo to pick me up at the airport, get my hotel rooms paid for, get printing, get voice talent, get programming and web hosting. When I say printing, I'm talking full printings of hardcover books, things like that if I want to, all kinds of services, legal services, yard work or plumbing or carpentry or construction work, you name it. If you can imagine a business in the U.S. or Canada that has maybe excess capacity, even including professionals like doctors and lawyers and dentists, they are members of, some of them are members of ITEX, and you can reach out to ITEX through your trade director and ask them, can you get me a dentist or a local doctor? And if there's a member in your area, they will reach out to them and get you an appointment, and you'll pay with ITEX dollars. Okay. Now, the way I earn my ITEX or trade dollars is I sell my own goods and services, and they're mostly digital. So I'm selling audio and video training, things like that, that really, when I look at it, have no cost. Once I've created a video course on a topic, and I've created quite a few of them, or access to a membership site, my only cost is my monthly hosting account cost and bandwidth, which is very, very low. So I sell a lot of courses that cost for up to $1,000 each digitally, and I get credit for those, and it adds up in my account. But I also sell everything from plants that I grow myself to old military gear and all kinds of things like that, courses that I have hard copies of that I no longer need, and so I sell them as used items. And so we sell all kinds of stuff to each other. And what I wanted to show you was today I bought a used laptop. It's refurbished. I looked at my email and don't notice how many emails I have in my inbox because I always have a lot, but it's just the way I process my email. But anyway, I looked at my email today and I saw this email here from John Castoro. John is I guess you'd say he's the franchise holder of the chapter of iTech that I belong to. We have local area chapters, if you will, but we all in one big database, so we can trade with anybody in the U.S. and Canada. And in fact, we can theoretically trade with anybody in the world because trade organizations, barter clubs, can reach across other barter clubs and arrange things that way. But that's not something that's taught a lot to people who don't really understand the industry. But anyway, I saw this email from John. I saw several actually today. This one is showing some hotels that are available in the Palm Beach, Florida area. I looked at that one, but I'm not going to look at that one right now. What I'm going to show you is this one. And it says the subject is contact Sal to order. And then John, there's a link here that says view this marketplace ad online. So I could view it online, but what it says is that this guy has a Dell Latitude 13-inch computer, and it tells what kind of a processor it has. And it gives the guy's contact information, says he'll ship it to anywhere. And he has one computer that he's selling at $400. And it says it's refurbished, but it's with a 90-day warranty on the hardware. And, it gives all the specs. And I looked at this, and it's got a 2.2 gig, 4 gig RAM, 320 gig hard drive. Sorry. The last laptop I bought, I wanted several terabyte hard drive, and that's what I have right now. But I looked at this, and I have several associates or friends who need laptops, and I actually could use another one myself because I use some just for processing video or audio and just doing top chores where I don't need so much computing power. And I'm thinking it with one friend in particular who does most of his online activity using his cell phone, and it's an older model cell phone. It doesn't have a lot of the capabilities, and he really needs, in my opinion, a laptop. And so I thought, why don't I buy this and give it to him? And so this guy's asking $400 for it, and I'm looking at it, and it's got the full Office Professional suite on it, and just the Office Pro suite is hundreds of dollars if you haven't looked at it lately. This is an older version, but it works fine. It's got the latest Windows operating system, which is Windows 10 Pro, Windows 7 all the way up through 10, to me are current, but 7 they've stopped supporting, so Windows is no longer providing updates. But this provides what, in my estimation, this person needs, and it's, to me, worth $400. But what I did was I did a quick check, Googled Dell computers, dropping in the specs in the search bar, and I see here Dell's, computers going from a low of 114 on eBay, but you're not going to get a lot of, most stuff off of eBay is as is, basically. And so they go from $100 up to $1,000. And I see here there's one that's refurbished, so it's used. Staples, so Staples is a office supply place, and they have one available for like $300 with free shipping. And so it's 8 gig and has Windows 10 too. So it's comparable. So I said, okay, so this guy wants $400 for it. What he's offering though is a warranty on the computer, the machine itself. Not only that, he's offering, not only is he offering the warranty, but the fact that he is a member of iTex means a lot to me, because we are allowed to rate each other, and we're fellow business owners who don't screw each other over, basically. I can send this guy an email and give him my iTex number and say I want this, and he'll send it to me right away. Here he wanted $25 in shipping, and I said, okay, that's fine. Right here, cost $25, and that's for shipping and handling and insurance. And if I were from California, you'd want a tax on it too. And I can return it. It has to be returned within 30 days. So I've got a warranty on the hardware, and I've got, some decent software. And all I had to do was the instructions said to PayPal this person the shipping and handling. And so I thought, okay, so my out-of-pocket cost for this is $25. And so I emailed this guy and said, if you still have that laptop, I want it. And he fired back an email saying, sure, it's yours. And I PayPal'd him $25. So I got this laptop. It's on the way to me tomorrow morning in the mail, and it cost me $25 out of pocket. Yeah, it cost me $400 in my barter dollars, but those barter dollars I earned by selling digital products. So when I look at my real hard cost, it is $25. And because I use my computers in my business, it's a tax deductible business expense too. This is not tax advice to you, but I have several laptops and several desktops and an iPad and an iPhone and all those things, and all of those are for business use. I'm an internet guy, and I know how to track my expenses and show that I'm spending a part of what I I'm using the gadgets for business. I can show that, my tax filings and all that. So basically this has cost me $25 out of pocket, with the cost being deductible, the hard cost being deductible, because I am in my tax record, it shows that when I sell something for $400, I get $400 in barter dollars, but the IRS treats that as regular earned income. So I have to be able to show that as that how I spent that income. And if I show it as a business expense, then I had no real hard costs other than the shipping costs. So I'll look at this laptop when I get it, and I can either keep it or I'm thinking give it to a business associate and a friend who needs a laptop. And he will have a machine that's much, much better than the cell phone he's working on now. And, so I wanted to show you that I do actually use iTex. I use it all the time. Right now I have plants listed that I grew. I picked some seeds from a loquat tree late last year, and I planted the seeds, and I have 100 potted plants for sale now that I'll sell to iTex members, and I will use the thousands of dollars I earned from those 100 potted plants to buy something else. And my cost there was I picked the seeds off of a friend's tree and planted them, and now I'll charge the iTex member the shipping and handling, and then I'll charge the cost of the plant, my price of the plant, but the plant costs me nothing, so it's pure profit. And I sell all kinds of things like that. So if you're interested actually in becoming a member of iTex, just reach out to me. You can reach out to me via Facebook Messenger and just say, Willie, I'd like to know more about it. It is for for business owners in the U.S. and Canada. I need your name, your email address, your phone number, and your business name. If you don't have a business name, that's fine. We have lots of members who don't have business names, but this is an organization for businesses to do trade business to business. And what I do with your name, your email address, your phone number, and your business name, if you have one, is I fill out a form on the iTex site. If I go back to the site here, there's a link right here that says invite up top. And when I click on that link, it gives me a form to fill out. Actually, it knows who I am already. So it gives me this form. It says invite a business, first name, last name, business name, contact number, email. When I fill that out and I send it, the iTex company, corporate, gets a notification that a member's been invited, and that member gets an invite email. And if that member reads and accepts the membership, then they show in their tracking that I referred a member, and they send me a nice thank you note saying you've made our group better, and there's more people that you can trade with and things like that. But the member gets a lot of benefits. So ask me if you'd like an invite. I'm more than happy to invite anybody that I'm closely associated with, any business owner, into iTex. And again, that's how I use them. I also have lawn furniture, have large screen televisions, have a lot of things that are used in my home and my home office and around my home. I do a lot of work out in my yard, so I have yard furniture and things like that that I purchased off of iTex. A local furniture store is a member of iTex, so I went in, bought several $1,000s worth of stuff, and said, I'm an iTex member. He says, what's your number? I give it to him, and I had to pay taxes, the local taxes on it. And I had a friend take it for me, so I didn't have to pay delivery fees. But I just, and I did the same thing when I was shopping for Christmas stuff. I went to an iTex member, purchased Christmas gifts, and my out-of-pocket cost was probably 10 cents on the dollar at the most. So this is Willie. I just wanted to show you iTex, and I thank you for listening. If you have any questions, you know how to reach me.